Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we have some exciting updates starting with the grand opening of the Peninsula London, a stunning new hotel that beautifully merges British elegance with Asian charm, reminiscent of its iconic counterpart in Hong Kong. With exquisite dining options and breathtaking views, this establishment is set to continue the legacy of luxury hospitality. In a more serious turn, we report on the ongoing search for a fishing boat captain who went missing after a collision with an oil barge near Lamma Island. The police and rescue teams are working tirelessly to locate him, while 6 crew members have been treated for injuries. This incident has raised concerns about maritime safety in the region. Lastly, we delve into the world of sports with Kitchee's head coach Edgar Cardoso advocating for Hong Kong clubs to compete in the Chinese Super League. He believes that facing tougher opponents could elevate local football to new heights. With a focus on player development and a fresh team strategy, Cardoso is optimistic about the future of Hong Kong football. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports on the grand opening of the Peninsula London, a luxurious hotel that embodies a fusion of British and Asian influences, reminiscent of its sister hotel in Hong Kong. With a staggering investment of over £1 billion, the hotel features opulent details such as Rolls-Royce cars and elegant afternoon tea served from silver-plated teapots. Located in the prestigious Belgravia area, guests are greeted with a serene atmosphere, complete with stone lions guarding the entrance and a lobby filled with soft music. The guest rooms, designed by Peter Marino, showcase a blend of traditional and modern amenities, ensuring a comforting and stylish stay. The hotel's rooftop restaurant, Brooklands, offers breathtaking views of the city and has already earned 2 Michelin stars for its innovative British cuisine. In a separate incident, South China Morning Post highlights the search for a missing fishing boat captain after a collision with an oil barge off Lamma Island. The Hong Kong police received reports of the accident early in the morning, leading to the swift rescue of 6 crew members who were later treated for injuries at Queen Mary Hospital. The police continue their search for the elderly captain, while the cause of the collision remains under investigation. The incident underscores the dangers faced by maritime workers and the ongoing efforts of rescue teams to ensure safety at sea. Additionally, the South China Morning Post addresses the pressing issue of escalator safety in Hong Kong's MTR system. A public debate has emerged regarding the need for stricter regulations to prevent reckless behavior on escalators, as many commuters disregard safety protocols, often distracted by their phones. The MTR Corporation has opted against penalizing passengers, focusing instead on raising awareness through signage and announcements. However, ingrained habits and the fast-paced lifestyle of the city pose significant challenges to changing commuter behavior. Advocates for safety emphasize the importance of community education to promote a culture of caution and consideration, especially during peak hours when escalator accidents are more likely to occur. South China Morning Post reports that Edgar Cardoso, the head coach of Kitchee, believes that joining the Chinese Super League would significantly enhance the development of Hong Kong football. After a challenging previous season, Cardoso has revitalized the team, leading them to a 4-1 victory against Guangxi Pinguahalio in a recent friendly match. He emphasizes the importance of facing stronger opponents to push his players to excel, stating, "These opponents force us to be the best version of ourselves." Cardoso's coaching philosophy revolves around entertaining football and nurturing talent, as he aims to grow both as a coach and alongside his players. His journey has taken him from youth coaching at Benfica to positions in Qatar and Ukraine, and now to Kitchee, where he is focused on building a cohesive and dynamic team. In another article from South China Morning Post, Hong Kong Land is aiming to divest assets worth $10 billion by 2035, with a focus on ultra-luxury commercial developments. Analysts predict that the company will sell numerous residential projects in China and Southeast Asia while retaining its prime properties in Hong Kong. The strategy comes in light of a recent review and aims to unlock capital for future investments. CEO Michael Smith noted that the company is not planning to invest in new developments solely for sale, but may engage in mixed-use projects. With Hong Kong's office market facing high vacancy rates and declining rents, experts believe it will be easier for Hong Kong Land to divest in Singapore. The company's pivot is seen positively by analysts, who stress the importance of effective execution to achieve long-term growth and enhance shareholder value. Lastly, the Macau Grand Prix, as highlighted by South China Morning Post, showcases the thrilling world of motorcycle racing, with veteran racer Michael Rutter aiming for his 10th victory at the event. Rutter, who has participated in this race for 30 years, describes the unique excitement of racing on Macau's challenging street circuit, where high barriers and vibrant colors create an exhilarating experience. The event not only draws racing enthusiasts but also serves as a platform for economic diversification in Macau, as the local government collaborates with small businesses to promote cultural products related to the race. With nearly sold-out tickets for the 4-day event, the Macau Grand Prix has become a significant attraction, highlighting the potential for Hong Kong and Macau to collaborate on large-scale sports events in the future. South China Morning Post reports that Manulife, Canada's largest insurance company, is on track to exceed its earnings target in Asia, driven by innovative product launches and booming sales, particularly in Hong Kong. The company's third-quarter results showcased a remarkable 17% increase in core earnings from Asia, which now accounts for 44% of its total earnings, a significant rise from 37% the previous year. CEO Phil Witherington expressed confidence in reaching the goal of 50% by 2027, emphasizing the role of Hong Kong as a key market, where annualized premiums surged by 173% year-on-year. The influx of mainland visitors, who accounted for 30% of policy purchases, has been a major contributor to this growth. Witherington highlighted the company's commitment to enhancing its distribution channels and developing new products tailored for high-net-worth customers across Asia, indicating a bright future for Manulife in the region. South China Morning Post also reports on a significant political development in Venezuela, where over 100 individuals detained during protests following the disputed presidential election in July have been released. According to the local rights group Foro Penal, at least 107 political prisoners were freed, with many released from Tocaron prison amid cheers from supporters. The protests erupted after President Nicolas Maduro was declared the winner of the election, a result heavily contested by the opposition and rights groups, which accused the government of suppressing dissent. The release of political prisoners follows a wave of arrests totaling around 1,800 in the aftermath of the election, raising concerns about human rights violations and the treatment of detainees. The situation remains tense, with activists calling for further releases and accountability for those wrongfully detained. South China Morning Post discusses the challenges Hong Kong faces in light of the recent U.S. elections, particularly with Donald Trump's return to power. The newly elected president's administration, filled with hardliners on China, poses potential threats to Hong Kong's unique status and economic stability. In response, Beijing has convened meetings with Hong Kong business leaders to strategize on enhancing the city's economic resilience. Xia Baolong, head of the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office, urged officials to diversify the economy and invest in technology and tourism to mitigate risks. Despite the uncertainties surrounding Trump's administration, there are promising developments, such as the Shenzhen Hong Kong Innovation and Technology Cooperation Zone, aimed at bolstering research and development. As Hong Kong navigates this complex landscape, the collaboration between the government, business, and the central government will be crucial in ensuring the city remains competitive and resilient against external pressures. South China Morning Post Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee Ka-chiu recently had several encouraging discussions with Chinese President Xi Jinping during the APEC summit in Peru. Li updated Xi on Hong Kong's economic situation and development, receiving Xi's support and insights on various topics, including China's agricultural development and the potential of the Beijing-funded Chancay port in Peru. This port is a significant project under the Belt and Road Initiative, aimed at enhancing global trade and economic integration. Li expressed his gratitude for Xi's ongoing care and guidance, highlighting the importance of their conversations, which included friendly exchanges and participation in group activities with other leaders. South China Morning Post Yassim Murtaza, a crucial player for Hong Kong's cricket team, is optimistic about the upcoming Challenge League matches set to take place in the city. After achieving vital victories against Tanzania and Singapore, Murtaza reflected on the team's resilience following a tough loss to Italy. His standout performances, including an unbeaten 63 against Tanzania and 4 wickets against Singapore, have positioned Hong Kong favorably for the next leg of the competition, which is pivotal for achieving one-day international status and qualifying for the 2027 World Cup. Murtaza emphasized the strong camaraderie within the team and the importance of their familiar home grounds, as they prepare to capitalize on their home advantage. Nikkei Asia in her film Montages of a Modern Motherhood, director Oliver Chan's Shu Kun explores the often unspoken challenges faced by new mothers, drawing from her personal experiences. The film's protagonist, Searc Jing, grapples with societal pressures and the overwhelming responsibilities of motherhood, leading to despair as she loses her job and struggles for support. Chan highlights the alarming rate of postpartum depression in Hong Kong and the broader implications of maternal challenges worldwide. Through Searc Jing's story, Chan aims to shed light on the struggles that many mothers face, advocating for greater understanding and support for new parents. The film not only seeks to provide comfort to those in similar situations, but also serves as a call to action for policymakers to improve conditions for mothers. South China Morning Post, Tokyo is increasingly becoming a hub for sex tourism, attracting foreign men as the yen weakens and local poverty rises. Yoshihide Tanaka, a representative from the Liaison Council Protecting Youths, expressed concern over the alarming rise in young Japanese women entering the sex industry to survive. In Okubo Park, where many sex workers operate, 19-year-old Rua shared her experience of being lured into this lifestyle after struggling to find a job. She detailed her encounters with foreign clients, noting a significant increase in men from countries like China. The dangers of her work are ever present, with Rua recounting a friend's assault by a customer, highlighting the lack of protection for these vulnerable women. Tanaka fears that without intervention, the cycle of exploitation and violence will only worsen. South China Morning Post, in a notable move, Beijing's foreign ministry in Hong Kong is conducting a rare survey among diplomats to identify any challenges they face in engaging with local and mainland authorities. This initiative, described as a style change, aims to improve diplomatic relations and collaboration. The survey includes questions about obstacles in communication with government officials and the local business community. Cui Jianchun, the new commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Hong Kong, emphasized the importance of understanding the consulate's needs to foster mutual benefits. This outreach comes at a critical time as diplomats are closely monitoring high-profile national security trials in Hong Kong, reflecting the ongoing tension between governance and international relations. South China Morning Post, the recent APEC summit concluded with a call for enhanced free trade and climate action, despite the looming uncertainty posed by the incoming U.S. administration. Leaders from 21 member economies acknowledged the challenges facing global trade while reaffirming their commitment to maintaining the Asia-Pacific as a dynamic region. The final statement highlighted the need for concerted efforts in addressing climate change and reforming the World Trade Organization. However, discussions were overshadowed by differing views on sensitive geopolitical issues, such as the situations in Russia and Ukraine, indicating a rift among member nations. As China prepares to host the next APEC summit in 2026, the complexities of international trade dynamics remain a pressing concern, particularly in light of the recent U.S. election and its implications for multilateral cooperation. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the Sixdo team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of Sixdo Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the Sixdo team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize Sixdo Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, sixdobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive Sixdo Brief via email.
Great dragon wakes ancient streets, leading change with modern beats. Cities rise and towers peak, new dawn breaking, bold and sleek. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all in play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon will change, the cars marching strong with mighty force. New era, new wave, fast-paced day, history made in full display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but minds explore, east meets west and knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power demonstrates. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all the play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roars, change the course, marching strong with mighty force. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions their growth and peace. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. History made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but minds explore, east meets west and knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but